goes up in the core because we lost the coolabilities, the steel decay heat will heat up the core. And then as temperature goes up, the nuclear fuel clad was damaged. The nuclear fuel clad damaged. Nuclear fuel is made of zirconium. It's a very unique metal. And then the biochemical reaction, the hydrogen is released. And then hydrogen comes out of the containment vessel, reactor vessel, and the containment vessel, and then accumulates in the upper level of the building, and then explode. This is what happened with Unit 1, 2, 3. No, I'm sorry. Unit 2 is slightly different. But the Unit 1, the upper, the building was blown out. And this is also the case with Unit 3. But we had a small, the explosion inside the buildings. Well, the summary of the accident is the diesel generator area and batteries, which last 8 hours, completely lost because of the water. The area was completely waterlogged, and then the functionality of those, the power source was lost. This is a fundamental problem. The temperature rise and the core melt happen because of the loss of cooling. And then because of the loss of electricity, loss of power, ECCS, emergency core cooling system, did not work. Bottom, which is also a neutron absorber, did not work. And then hydrogen generation happened, and then explosion happened. This is another surprising scene that I had from the CNN news. Well, interesting thing is, plants with at least one emergency power line alive, like Fukushima, Daiichi number 5 and number 6 unit, and the Daini number from 1 to 4 survived the tsunami. So it's quite important to maintain, power supply line. Well, it's I'm always running out of my time. Well, I had the last year present, so give me a couple of minutes more. Lesson learned. Well, I did not mention in detail about lessons learned, because right now the Japanese government is reviewing the takeaways. Still, we are bringing the plant to a cold shutdown toward the end of this year. So it's too early to talk about lessons learned. But so it's a long process. But as I said, power supply line is critical. So the offline power line, offsite power line, because of the common mode failures, every offsite power line was damaged this time because of the earthquake. So in addition to the offsite power line, we need to on-site power line, like diesel generators and batteries. So we are multi-layered power line. So we have to incorporate diversity, independence, and redundancy to the power supply line. This is a fundamental countermeasure for the future nuclear units. So next one is ensure the robust cooling functions. Because of the damage of pump and heat exchangers by an earthquake, we may now lose in the cooling function. So we have to ensure the robustness of the cooling function. This is the second one. And then this is also the case with spent fuel. We have to add water to compensate the evaporated waters. Without water, the spent fuel is also damaged. So we add the water continuously without human interventions. Accident management. This is critical stuff. Accident can happen, but after accident, how to deal with things after the accident. So accident management, it's specifically designed for the severe accident, which is in a quite damaged accident. So accident management is first experience for us Japanese. So after the TMI, 3 Mile Island in the United States, about 30 years ago. So this must be detailed and effective. So this is another countermeasures. And then the conservation of power arrangement. Why do we have to have the diesel generator in the lower level? So we need to take another look at the arrangement of the layout. Water tightness is another issue. This is a design issues. All of those, this one is a countermeasure to how to respond to the accident after the accident happened. Well, the containment venting, the radiation exposure management, and the instrumentation. What is happening inside the reactors? So instrumentation is quite important for decision making. And the central control. Well, emergency response. Communication is the key. Communication, how to maintain the communication channels among the people operating the plant and the government and the utility headquarters and the manufacturers. Communication is the key. The last one is the safety infrastructure and regulatory bodies. I will come back to this one later on. But because of the time limitation, I may skip over a couple of the slides, so I will talk about this. I will talk about the gist of the summary. The Prime Minister, new Prime Minister in Noda came to the UN general session and talk about the separation of the regulation and the promotion. Right now, the NISA, the Japanese equivalent of NRC, Nuclear Regulatory Commission, is a part of the METI, the Ministry of Economy, the trade and industry, which is a promotion agency, promotion of economy and industry. So we separated regulation in the agency from the METI. This is a fundamental the change of the structures. And we need to develop the human resources to counter to this kind of the accidents. And then this is a fundamental change. Well, this is what Mr. Noda said. I'll skip over this chart. Global business. What other countries think about the Fukushima accident? They categorize into four. Experienced countries like France, Russia, Korea. They maintain the current policies in respect of the Fukushima accident. Expanding countries like China and India. It's a kind of newcomer, but they have a huge problem. And then continue and sustain long-term development. Newcomer countries, Turkey and Vietnam. They are also have the rather strong policies. But returning countries like Italy and Germany, which quit the nuclear program in the past, and because of this resurgence of the nuclear business right now, today's nuclear resurgence, they are about to come back to the nuclear business. But again, they quit the nuclear business. So the general picture of the country is like this. All of those countries has a the multi-variegated. One is a positive nuclear power, but the other one is stop the nuclear power. This is also the case. Well, the point is right now, in the past, nuclear power is only promoted by the advanced nations. But right now, lots of newcomer developing nations are looking at the nuclear program.